That really sets the tone. What lies behind these doors has actually got to the point now where I feel a genuine fear every morning having to open one of these doors, and that's just no way to live. I can't keep doing this to myself. Having to access this wardrobe really piques my nervous system, literally first thing in the morning. And I'm not setting myself up for the cool, calm and collected life that I'm looking for. So that is our job to get through together today. I hope you're up for hanging out with me while I go through literally every single item in my wardrobe to decide whether to keep it and treasure it if it's something that I genuinely wear all the time, or if it's something that can live a better life elsewhere at the charity shop or on Vinted or in the fabric bin if it's really worse for wear. So with that in mind, let me show you what we're working with. I'm not proud of this. It's my deepest shame, my darkest secret, but we're all friends here, right? So this is what we're working with. This is what we've got to turn into something that a functioning human being can use. We've got the hanging rail, which looks like it's on its last legs and is about to collapse into a heap at any moment. Very relatable. I've currently got this like folded shelf set up here. This might go. It might be time for me to move on from that. And then obviously I've got the bottom space for shoes and stuff, but I'll do a little close up so you can see the full extent of what we're working with here. At least we'll get some satisfying before and after clips. Hey, let's look on the bright side. I'm not proud of this, but for the purposes of before and after shots, here's the true extent of what we're working with right now. It's a very small wardrobe, and I've somehow fitted a quite insane amount of clothes into it. You can see the rail is bending. We're in the bad place, people. We're in the bad place. All right, let's do this. Let's stop beating around the bush. No more dilly-dallying. No more hopscotching. No more hootenannying. We're gonna do this. Let's get everything out onto the bed. There are clothes coming out in these piles here that I must have owned for about 15 years. And that I haven't worn for about 15 years. So why do I feel like I need to keep hold of them? I think it's a sickness. Here comes the knitwear. Ooh. I wish I had another rail to put all these things on. That's it, no going back. Oh, what was that? I actually can't believe how much stuff is in this tiny wardrobe. This is literally unhinged behaviour. This is really making me think about myself in a different way. Well, I'm somewhat surprised to find that there wasn't an entrance to some kind of other dimension lurking behind all of that stuff. It felt like all the negative energy could certainly have opened one. So let's just give this a little once over here. Did I just find a dead spider lurking in the back corner? Who's to say? Who's to actually say whether that happened or not? Who's to say in this reality, perhaps in a parallel universe? I did. Okay, I'm feeling good. We're already off to a good start. Everybody knows that with any major task like this, the key is all in the preparation. It's like 29% preparation, 70% procrastination, 1% performance. The most important thing is that we all had a good time, you know? And I, for one, am already having a great time because I'm looking at what is on the other side of this camera right now and I'm slightly horrified by how many clothes were in that wardrobe. That is actually insane. I'm gonna have to show you this. So there it is, just the king-size bed-sized pile for me to work my way through now and figure out what of these things I have actually realistically worn within the last 5 years. In my head, it's currently making most sense for me to work through the coat hangers first and get some stuff hung back up if I'm confident that I want to keep it. So let's go through and see what we've got here. One of my key problems here is going to be dresses that feel nostalgic and that feel like they're attached to a memory. Actually, they're just dresses. I have to let that go. Okay, first off, I was gonna say it's a bad start because I'm not getting rid of this. I love this dress. This is like a little floaty red tea dress. I wore this on my 30th birthday, actually, which was in like the midst of lockdown, and we went to the park with a picnic to celebrate. I absolutely love this dress. I love the little angel sleeves on it. This is one of my favorite like shapes to wear, and this is such a easy go-to when I need to get dressed up a little bit. I don't know why I'm waving it around like a crazy person. It's just dead easy to chuck on and look half decent, so we'll keep that one. This, where did you come from? I know this has been in my wardrobe for ages, and this has been one of those things that I've been like, oh, I will definitely wear that sometime. But when? And it's so pretty with these lovely floaty sleeves, and it deserves to go to a better home. So this is my first big girl brave and bold decision. This is one of my faves of all time. I love wearing this dress. This is one of those dresses that somehow makes me feel cool, which doesn't happen very often. It's got like a half sleeve to it. It's got a little belt around it with a little buckle. It's just like the perfect length, and it looks really cool with a pair of Converse in the summer, so that's a definite keep. This is my Autumn Dream Rory Gilmore inspired sweater dress. This is from Uniqlo. This is another one that's super easy to chuck on, although having just held this up next to the red one, these dresses are basically identical in different colours. So maybe I'll make a bold decision. I have worn this so many times. It's been one of my go-tos for years. It's from Nobody's Child, and again, it's got that like lovely angel sleeve shape to it, which always makes me feel really pretty and confident. Maybe I'll just keep hold of the red one. And my friend also has a pretty much identical dress to this, and we always have to check with each other whether the other one's gonna wear their version or not. So maybe it's time for me to let this one go. This might not really look my vibe, but it's one of my absolute go-to holiday dresses. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this print, but it's got such a pretty, almost like a China pattern kind of design to the fabric. And then these lovely ruffles. It's one of my faves to wear on holiday. When you're heading to the beach for a little cocktail. Oh, I feel like I've never seen this shirt before in my life. Does this shirt belong to me? I mean, it's lovely. I like the colour pattern to it. It's very autumnal, but I swear, where has this come from? I think maybe that one can find a home that knows it exists. Two very similar shirts. I love big collars and I cannot lie. Maybe I only need to keep one of these. They are slightly giving berries and cream, but if you're a girl who loves big collars, you just have to kind of take that one on the chin and say, yes, I do love berries and cream. All right, I'm gonna keep the brown one. That's a bit more interesting. I feel like, but the blue is so classic. But I only ever wear blue jeans, so what am I gonna wear this with? It's been a fun time, but I think maybe just the brown one. And then if I haven't worn this by the time winter rocks up, it's time for this one to go as well. Maybe my big collar days are over. I'll never let that happen. Some people were just born with big collars in their veins, okay? And there's nothing you can do about it. A little linen shirt. I simply never ever reach for this. Ever. That can go. It's a nice one. It's nice and classic. And am I gonna regret getting rid of this? It's one of those classic things that I'm like, oh, you should always have that in your wardrobe. You know, you should always have a classic white linen shirt in your wardrobe, but why if I never wear it? Just because the Pinterest girls tell me I need one doesn't mean I really do. I completely forgot I owned this blue striped shirt. Yesterday, I got dressed and thought, I wish I had a blue striped shirt. Turns out there was literally one in there all along. This is why this is a good job to do. Okay, I'm kind of enjoying myself now. Already. This is the first thing that I found and been like, okay, this was already kind of worth doing. But I will definitely keep that one because I literally wished, maybe I manifested it. Maybe this wasn't it yesterday and I wished for it so hard that it came true in my wardrobe. And I'm a girl who appreciates a strong shirt collection. What can I say? I've got this very cool orange paisley one and this super cute woodland print one. They're both from Joni. Joni do a great pattern shirt. Look at that, already 4 empty coat hangers. Absolutely smashing it. This waistcoat was a vintage purchase and it is actually very cute. But I never reach for it. Is this a cute look or do I look slightly like Widow Twanky? Is it twanky? It's a bit twanky. It is a bit pantomime. Does it look a bit like a costume? I kind of like it. It's kind of cute, but it does also remind me a little bit of my year 4 teacher who used to wear like fleeces with dragons on them. And maybe she also would have worn like embroidered sequin velvet waistcoats. I'm not sure I'm ready for that phase of my life yet, but maybe it's arrived without me even really realising. Maybe writing witchy books is just like sending me down that path. Having just said this is a maybe though, I have also, the next thing on the list is quite similar and much better. So maybe I'll just keep the knitted woodland waistcoat option. We're keeping the sweater vest because this is, I mean, this really sums up my personality in a big way, doesn't it? A Lucy and Yak boiler suit, which is part of my capsule collection with them. I mean, have you ever seen a cooler item of clothing in your life? I think not. I have to be feeling brave and bold and beautiful to ever reach for this, but when I do and I'm in the right mindset, it's killer. It's absolutely killer. So I never know, like long things like this, what's the best way to hang them? Do we think like having the legs folded over the hanger like that? If anyone's got any good hacks for how to hang long things, that feels okay for now. And another absolute no-brainer for keeping, my Lucy and Yak pumpkin dungarees. Best of the best. I'm learning things about myself in this experiment, which I maybe wasn't aware of. I've also got 2 more pairs of dungarees here, and I'm also wearing a 3rd pair. Is there such a thing as too many dungarees? Too many? 5 might be excessive. These ones are very, very old. They're very comfy, but they are very old now. Maybe they're slightly past their... Olé! Maybe they are slightly past their best. The pink ones are still good, and they're linen, so they're really light and they're good when we have a heat wave as well. So let's keep the pink ones. Those green ones have been such a go-to for me on days where I haven't felt very good about myself. And I always think getting rid of clothes like that, which have become such a comfort blanket for you and are maybe like past their best now, it's like a kind decision for yourself because it kind of like frees you a little bit. But it does feel slightly like a betrayal almost. Like those like real comfort clothes that have seen you through some like dark days. Maybe I'm just like projecting way too much emotion onto my clothes, but I don't know, it makes me feel like kind of a bad person who's like getting rid of a friend who's seen me through some dark days. These pink ones have done nothing for me emotionally, but I'm keeping them. But these green ones are like so baggy and comfy and lightweight. They do look slightly like fisherman's waders. This Lucy and Yak pinafore dress is maybe the cutest item of clothing I own. My camera's probably going to struggle with the colour on this, but it's this like lovely forest green. And then it's got these super cute little floral embroideries all over the back and the front. It's so cute. I actually forgot all about this, and this is the perfect time of year to wear that. So this was a little rediscovery for me as well. I was about to tell you that we're making a really good dent, but the pile is much larger than I thought. I thought we were further through than we are. Oh, more dungarees. Am I okay? When was I going through my Posh Spice era? It's almost like, it's quite like woolly. It's quite thick. I have no idea from whence this came. That one can go. That was a nice easy one. Little 60s floral pinafore. Very cute for a little spring day out. For all those spring days out I go on. There's a nice little mountain building up to my right here to get rid of. So that's kind of encouraging. What's less encouraging is that we're now hitting jumper territory, and this is where things all go dramatically out of control for me. As a fundamentally cozy girl, there is nothing I am more powerless to than a jumper, a high neck, a roll neck, a snuggly sleeve. What's a girl to do, you know? But they are something that I do genuinely get a lot of wear out of. So it makes sense for me to have a decent amount of them, but maybe just not this many. So this is a good little roll neck. This is a lovely classic super soft cream jumper that I wear all the time. So those two are definitely staying. I've got my Spirit jerseys, which are certainly not going anywhere. This is my Pizza Planet one. And I know I said that jumpers are my weakness, but I think if I was a superhero and there was some kind of weakness that meant you could eliminate me, it would be something to do with cardigans. Cardigirl would probably be my alter ego. I have such a selection of them. Most of these I have picked up on Vinted. I went through a real phase of just being like slightly alarmingly addicted to Vinted, particularly just finding great cardigans. Like this one from Per Una has got these great like chunky knit detail flowers on it. This looks really cute underneath dungarees, so I love this one. This mega fluffy one. This might be one of the best things in my wardrobe. This is originally from And Other Stories, and it's got this great like big floppy collar to it as well. I should wear that more. That's such a fun cardigan. And other diabolically uncool sentences to come out of my mouth. This is a really cool cardigan. Tell me you're 33 without telling me you're 33. This was also a vintage one from & Other Stories. It tends to be one of my go-to brands to like hunt through vintage for because I always love their stuff. And I really like the pale pink colour of it. But the material is really weird. It's kind of like, almost like toweling. I don't know if you'd be able to tell from the texture, but it is like slightly strange. And the fit of this one isn't so great on me either. So it might actually be time for me to resell that one. Oh, another big collared shirt. Just what the doctor ordered. I really like this one. This is staying. No judgment. Guys, we're doing well. Look, I'm nearly at the end of the first pile. Let's try and whiz through these. Similar to that light blue denim dress, actually, because it's got like the little belt around it. This is another one, though, that absolutely has my heart. I will probably never get rid of this. From & Other Stories, it's this lovely white linen dress. I feel like every girl needs a nice white dress, right? Just when the moment hits, you've got to have one ready to go. And I did think the other day, actually, obviously we're like, I was going to say knee deep. We're more like shin deep in wedding planning. And I think we're going to do something the day before. So this could actually be a really cute dress to wear for like a little get together the day before the wedding. As like a little nod to being a bride, you know. And this is a very random little pile that makes absolutely no sense. We also have one of the Uniqlo vests with a built-in bra. If you don't know about these, you are missing out. These are one of the greatest inventions that's ever existed in the world of clothing. Let me try and show you. They're just very basic little vest tops, but they literally have a built-in bra in them. So unless you've got like boobs that need some extra support, you can go braless with these. They're literally genius. Whoever invented these should probably have a knighthood. A couple of random dresses. A little sunflower cami dress that I bought on Vinted. It's a nice little summery one. And this is where you really start to see the patterns in your own wardrobe, isn't it? This is another summer dress with another angel sleeve. It's good to have a little supply of them, you know? We've got to have a couple of options. And I did already get rid of that other blue one. So I feel like this can stay, right? It's super cute. It's this lovely like pale blue. It's this lovely pale blue. Pale, like periwinkle blue. It's got these pretty white flowers on it. Super cute. Bit of a princess dress, that one. This is quite a rogue addition to my wardrobe, actually. And quite a recent one too, but it's this like slightly towely, fleecy material, almost like a rugby shirt. It's from Reebok. I got it from the outlets, and it's got an elasticated hem, which I don't love, but I just think it looks really cool and like a little bit vintagey, kind of 80s, 90s vibe, tucked into my blue jeans. I love this top. It's really cool. Another cardigan. This is one of my faves, actually. I really wanted this like red, fluffy style, very 90s-esque type of cardigan. I couldn't find one anywhere that wasn't really expensive. Finally hunted this one down. It's originally from Motel, and it's super cute. It's got some really nice details on it, actually. It's got heart-shaped buttons, and then where's the embroidery? It's got this tiny little bow embroidered on it. I don't know whether you'll be able to see that. So it's a really cute little cardigan. Can you see that gap? A gap is forming. We're doing well. Right, let me move these empty coat hangers out of the way. Okay, here we've got some quite big bulky things. This is like blazers, jackets, more sort of dressy dresses. This brown one I love wearing in the autumn. This one makes me feel like a heather, straight from the 80s, so I feel like I'll keep that one too. This is actually a suit. I don't know whether you'll be able to see. There's actually a pair of shorts underneath there. It's a little short suit, and it's literally one of the coolest outfits I've probably ever worn in my life. It made me feel like Tony Soprano on one of his better days. So let's keep this for now, because I'm not brave enough to get rid of this today. It's too much of a dream outfit. And these are 3 blazers that I absolutely love. And they're all quite different. They're all quite different vibes, aren't they? At least they're different colours. Oh, this dress is an absolute beaut. I had like notifications set up waiting for this dress to come in stock. It's from Abercrombie. And this is one of their kind of like classic dress shapes that is really popular, and they do it in lots of different colours and styles, but they keep it in this very sort of classic, gorgeous, girly shape. And I highly recommend it. It looks really lovely on. I particularly love this like brown and blue colourway. I just couldn't resist it. It's got this like lovely fitted top to it, and it just looks really beautiful on. It makes you feel like a bit of a princess, this one. I would actually highly recommend this dress. I'll make sure to link it down below. If you're looking for something that would be suitable for occasion wear, that you could dress up and turn into like a wedding guest outfit, or you can stick on with trainers or sandals on holiday and kind of dress it down a little bit and do more of like a summery day dress vibe. I just think it's really versatile and a really handy one to have in your wardrobe for lots of different things. Trousers. I don't know if these still fit anymore actually. I'll have to do a little bit of a try on with these and see if they're worth me keeping them. I mean, they're pretty cool. But is this me anymore? Are tartan trousers my vibe these days? They definitely were maybe like 6 or 7 years ago. These, oh, these are my funeral trousers. Gotta have them. More dresses. Okay, this is where I'm gonna have to get a grip. This is a message to myself, get a grip. A couple of these are those prime examples of like feeling like special dresses that I've worn for special things. But will I ever wear these again? Have I slightly moved on from these now? I think the honest answer might be yes. Maybe it's time for these to find a more loving home again. This is from a brand called the Hippie Shake, which does like 60s and 70s inspired outfits. This is one of my favourite dresses I've ever owned in my life. It has these incredible bell sleeves and it's like a little bit short. It's like a proper mini dress. Like the sleeves are like the same length as the dress. It made me feel $1,000,000 every time I wore this. Is there any reason that I would ever wear this again? The only thing in my head that I'm like, this is prime festival wear, right? But are my festival days behind me? This is another one. I don't think I've got the heart to get rid of this. There's too much love there for this little dress. And it's such a cool one. Do you know what another one of my problems is? I think maybe I'll have a daughter one day and maybe she'll want these clothes. I don't think I've got the heart to get rid of that one, to be honest. This one, however, this can probably go. This is a like butter yellow, super cute little poofy denim number. It's quite heavy, it's really thick, it's beautiful quality, but I can't say I've reached for it since the first time I wore it, to be honest. So maybe this one deserves a more loving home. And this is that same kind of shape. Actually, I've tied this weirdly, so let me tie it properly. It's that same like super cute little poofy baby doll shape, which I always love to wear. It's really fun. I love this dress. This is a Christmas dress. This is such a Christmas dress, isn't it? And have you ever seen a more perfect one than this? I've worn this for probably 3 Christmas days, I think, if not more. This might survive one more Christmas. Looking at all these skirts, they're very autumnal. I've got this brown cord one. I've got this checkered one, which was inspired by an outfit that Selena Gomez wore on Only Murders in the Building. Got this one, which I wore on our trip to New England, which is like a tweedy brown mini skirt. These are all quite similar. I've got this really fun like retro print one. My skirt collection is actually very strong. This little textured green one. All of these are the exact same colour palette. Look at that. That's actually embarrassing for me. Maybe I should branch out slightly. This really fun like mixed tartan one, which I have worn to death. I've worn this so many times. And then this is just a plain black mini skirt, I think. Maybe I could streamline this slightly. Maybe the plain brown one. I'll try these on. We'll see what we can turn into outfits. There's none that I'm immediately like, this can go. Maybe the green one, actually. This one is like not very good quality, but I'm hanging on to it because it's from that holiday when we got engaged. I don't think I'm ready to part with that just yet. So if I fold those all up and put them into a neat little pile, just for now, while I contemplate my options and see what we're left with at the end. I don't want to leave myself with like nothing to wear because I get into the ruthless headspace. Another going out dress. For a girl who rarely goes out, I sure have a lot of going out dresses. I love this one though. This is so fun. I loved the like 90s rom-com Christmas movie vibes of this one. It's this like navy blue velvet with little bows embroidered all over it. I've only had this, I think I wore this last Christmas for like my girls' night out when I went back to Liverpool. And I wore it again for New Year as well. So this hasn't had much wear out of it yet. So I'll definitely keep this one. It's so pretty. Oh, more shirts. Wonderful. Well, this one is going absolutely nowhere. I think the longest relationship in my life is probably this shirt. It would literally, I think if I just dropped this on the floor, it would literally just stand up by itself. It's literally like, it kind of crunches. I got this from the vintage store that I worked in when I was 17. So this is a lifelong love affair. This can't go anywhere. This has been to every festival. This has been through every house move. This is like the ultimate lazy day girl shirt. And the colours of it are great. I love this one. This needs a little bit of attention. This is looking a bit sorry for itself, but ultimate
autumnal round the waist vibes. Overshirt, love that one. Got another collared shirt here. I don't know where that came from. I feel like that can go. This embroidered one was also from my Lucy and Yak collection, and it's super cute. It's got these little floral details on the collar. So that can stay, although this does make me think that was the right decision, getting rid of one of the big collar shirts. Wow, it turns out all the cat hairs in the entire house must have landed on this dress. This is a plain black, like maxi, I hate the word midaxi, but maybe that's what this is. Can't say I ever reached for it, to be honest, so time for that one to go. White shirt and another white dress. This one is probably a little bit too smocky for me these days, I think. This is an ASOS one, which is very lovely and very classic, but I will certainly never reach for that one anymore. This shirt, however, remains one of the best things I've ever purchased. This was an ASOS shirt, and it's got these unreal puffy sleeves to it, and it just looks so cool with a pair of jeans. I've had this for years, and it still remains one of my like favorite things to wear. I feel like that's the key, isn't it? Is like, if you've got a whole wardrobe full of stuff that you pick it up and you go, that's one of my favorite things to wear, then that means you should keep it. And if you don't think that, then it might be time for it to go. This I have had in my wardrobe for ages, and I don't think I have ever worn it. This has been one of those things that's been sitting there like, I'll wear that one day, I'll wear that one day, I'll wear that one day, and that day has simply never come. Not to quote Ronan Keating, but if tomorrow never comes, would she know how much I love her? I bought this probably around March or April time, because I just couldn't find anything that was quite the right vibe, but I really, really liked this like slightly 90s girly grungy play suit for holidays. Thought this was super cute. Another one of my weaknesses. Smocky t-shirt dresses. Here we have the dark denim version, the light blue version, the black version. These are very handy to have, but I will say I've had these for such a long time. Are they slightly past their best? Adorable little checked autumnal pinny keeping. I knew I had a hanger of cami dresses somewhere, although these are from our first Florida trip. Maybe it's time to let these go. I'm not sure these are the one anymore. Oh, I've got so many memories attached to them though. Sad times. This though, excellent. Light green pistachio coloured cardigan, excellent. Little stripy 90s-ish cardigan, also excellent. These have all made the cut. And on that note, we've cleared half the bed. Might be time for a coffee break. Be right back. Let's tackle this little pile here, I think. Let's put this into piles. So I've got another one of these bra Uniqlo vests, so that's a no-brainer. That's going straight back in. This is a really nice little skirt, actually, that I've been getting a lot of wear out of. It's just like a little plain black pleated skirt, but it looks really cute with like a little waistcoat or a jumper over the top of it. This is one of my favourites, so... Oh, another skirt. If there's one thing Uniqlo knows well, it's how to do a linen bottom. Started with these high-waisted shorts, which I also bought in pink. They are so good. They are like the perfect length to protect from the chub rub. Got a bit of a stretchy waist to them, which is great. They are a little bit see-through because they're linen, so maybe not the black granny pants underneath these ones. But these are like the perfect, super easy to wear, lightweight linen shorts, so I'm really happy with those. They're a new addition. I only really went in for the shorts, but then I spun around and lo and behold saw that they also did a skort version. Skort being skirt and shorts, which I just thought was so cute. So this is like pretty much the same pair of shorts underneath, but then it has a little skirt over the top, and I just thought this would be really cute. I was picturing like a blue t-shirt with it, some nice sandals, proper holiday vibes, and it's such a cute little skirt. I really, really like it. That's another skirt though. You know what? I'm going to come back to you when this is all in a slightly less chaotic pile arrangement. I reckon I lost the will to live about 45 minutes ago. The will to live is like in the rearview mirror, long gone, waved it goodbye. But I feel like we're almost there. I think the snag I'm gonna hit is that I haven't got the right storage for loads of stuff. My next task is that I need to go through my t-shirts, and I've got to be brutal about this because top tier t-shirts are plain black and white t-shirts from Boden and Arquette. They are the best t-shirts I've ever found in my life. I take these things very seriously. This is what I would consider my fun gal t-shirts. My novelty good time t-shirts. And this is too large a pile for that slightly unhinged category. Nobody needs this many funny t-shirts. Nobody needs that. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, staying. This fun retro embroidered Fab Four at Walt Disney World, staying. Juice Pop's Anne Boleyn t-shirt. This is my best mate's band. There's no way I'm getting rid of this. Pickles t-shirt. I will eat every last one. This was a surprise present from Adam. I can't get rid of this. Little Uniqlo t-shirt with tiny embroidered Princess Belle on it. This one can maybe go. Pocket t-shirt with Gus Gus the Mouse. No questions asked. This big baggy Sword in the Stone t-shirt. It's good. But would someone else be absolutely delighted to take this to Walt Disney World? Retro 101 Dalmatians t-shirt. Adorable. Are you telling me that you don't want a t-shirt in your life that says, oodle-lally, golly, what a day? If the answer is no, you're a better person than me. And last but not least, a little ringer Mickey Mouse tee. I mostly wear this with dungarees anyway, and Mickey's kind of covered up and it just looks like a cool little ringer tee, to be honest. So no qualms with keeping this one. So all in all, that wasn't really very successful. Turns out I need all of those novelty t-shirts. This is the thing though, because now that I've taken out those fabric shelves where I kind of stuffed everything in before, because I really want that like full hanger movement, I don't know where I'm going to put things like t-shirts and shorts and things like that, which would normally go on a shelf. The other little area that I do have to play with are the 3 drawers that are over here in this drawer unit, which you can't see. I'm not doing them today, but when I do them, I know there will be room to put my sports gear. So I'm going to put all this to one side and hope that this is going to fit in there, along with all the pajamas that were stuffed into the back of that wardrobe. That then leaves me with long sleeve tops. This is the skirt collection, which is absolutely out of hand, but I really don't want to get rid of any of these. But a few bits that definitely can go back in the wardrobe. My dungarees will live up on the top shelf. My jeans will live up on the top shelf. Look, I feel like it's been ages since we chatted fashion stuff, actually. I haven't filmed anything clothing related for ages. And if you've been around here for a while, you will know that I was a girl who had many a jean. I took my jean game very seriously. I had different jeans for different days, different jeans for different vibes. These days, I am a one jean girl. I own one style of jean and I never stray from them because I truly believe that these are my perfect jeans. So if you've been on the hunt, if you ever see me wearing jeans and you wonder what I'm wearing, these are the Levi's ribcage straight ankle jeans, and I just think they're the perfect jean. These are literally the only jeans I wear now. Can you believe? I believe they call that character growth. Again, I used to have many pairs of shorts, but these are also now eliminated. So I've got the linen shorts, which I showed you before, nice and classic. I've got these like fun flannel-y shorts. If there's anything I've ever gone on about online, it is this style of shorts. So these are Monkeys denim shorts. However, it doesn't look like they make them anymore, which was honestly a dagger to the heart. I couldn't believe it because they're truly the best denim shorts that have ever been invented. I've never found any that come close. I had 2 old pairs of them, which I must have worn them 100 times, if not more. I had the blue pair, which I busted the zip on because I wore them so much. And I had a dark blue pair, but they just didn't fit me anymore. So I went to buy a new pair, discovered they didn't make them, and then was like, well, now I have to raid Vinted. So I bought them again on Vinted. So if you are on the hunt and you're a Vinted shopper, look out for the Monkey denim shorts. They're the best. So I can pop these up there as well. So they're done. I'm trying to hang up as much as I can because
It's just so much more helpful to be able to see as much as you can, isn't it? It makes you like remember what you've got. It makes you reach for different things. I think half my problem when it comes to getting dressed and wearing different outfits and mixing it up is that if I can't see it in front of me, I forget it exists. Like, it just doesn't exist to me if it's not there hung up in front of me. So I think that's why as much coat hanger action as I can fit in is a good idea for me. It's so frustrating that I haven't got anywhere good to put these t-shirts. I think what I'm gonna have to do is get some like slide out things. Anyone got any recommendations? Please stick them in the comments. Any kind of like pull out shelves or pull out storage to go inside a wardrobe or in a big deep shelf so that I can like access them a bit easier. Because I've only got 3 drawers. One of them is gonna be PJs and sportswear. One of them's like undies and one of them is like bras and tights and stuff. So these are my t-shirts, all folded nice and neatly, and I can pop them back on top. A few other random bits. These are like super summery things, which I will just never reach for in the UK. So I'm gonna have a little like holiday pile. I've got my 21st birthday dress, which I'm not entirely sure. I feel like I just need to put this away into storage really, because can't say I'll be wearing this all that soon, I don't think, but I obviously, this is for my heart's sake. These are my painting overalls, which can just be slid in at the bottom. And then I think we're nearly there. That really took a turn. Halfway through I was like, what have I done? I've actually ruined my own day here. This is never ever gonna be done. And I've kind of done it, although not to the most satisfying extent, because I need some extra storage, I think, but it's better than it was. That was a journey. I'm so glad you could come on it with me. Thanks for keeping me sane while I tackled a task. That was a task. I'm not sure I've done a stellar job, but I've done an okay job. And you know what? In this life, that'll do. I'm going to spin you around so that we can finish on the final result. I think we're officially done. Wow. That is a beautiful sight if I ever saw one. It still looks a total mess, but let me just remind you how it looked before. I'm so excited that I can properly like browse through things, contemplate my outfit decisions, take my time in the morning rather than just being like, grab it, shut the door, leave, oh god, never look at it again. The solutions for all of this stuff at the top are definitely not ideal. I've got sweatshirts stacked here. I've got long sleeve tops, Novelty T-shirts, good T-shirts on the top here. And then I've got trackies, jeans, shorts, skirts, with some skirts also on hangers. So I think what I need to do is get some kind of like pull out things to go on the top here, or potentially some pull out things to go on the bottom of the wardrobe. So if anybody's got any wise ideas, if anybody's made their life infinitely better with some genius storage hacks, please let me know. Anyway. There's my wardrobe. Not quite as groaning as it was before. And I think that is me done for the day. I now have to do something with this mountain of clothes that I've discarded. Interesting. Take care of yourself, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye.